There we go.
Clear, like, I'm sniffing that, but she was so close, I know she got the scent, right? Whereas over there, she wasn't so close, she got the scent that I could be sure of, and she clearly wasn't sniffing.
So how long would you do something like this?
A few minutes. Probably give it another minute, and if she doesn't find that, I'm going to move on to the next thing. But I don't want to. And he loved it, and it was for no reason other than because he was a wiener dog and he loved it and he needed to film it. Hi.
She's working on her bushwork right now.
Yeah. Okay. So then I can lure. So let's say I've decided that I want her to get up on this spit bone. Get my food reward. Remember, if you have food in your hand, you're luring. See, she's already, even though I'm not down in front of her, she saw me reach in my pouch, and she's, oh my God. I can take this. Yes. She's right there. And feed off. I can also skip the yes and just do the clicker.
How old is she?
3 months.
Okay.
Well, let's see how long it takes before she'll just step up there on her own.
So notice the click, right? And then tossing the food to get her out of position so she has to find her way back to position.
I'll get the food for her, lure her up here.
So would you eventually correct the eating off the floor as they get older?
If I wanted to, yeah. If it's an issue. But in the beginning, I throw a lot of food on the ground. And so I don't mind it. I want them to because I'm telling them, eat that food. Eat that food. I'm not saying, oh, look, there's a chicken bone. Go ahead and eat it.
Yeah, I teach them dead soldier when they get older, which is anything that hits the ground is not for you, but it means there's going to be immediately more reward after. So if I drop a kibble, sorry, damn, I was standing on her leash. Did you see that? See how that works? Stable, less full is going to be wobblier, less stable. So if there was super exciting stuff, like if you guys were all over here like, oh, look, I have this toy, what's the likelihood she's this? No. Right? Especially not on her own. She might do the lure part over and over again, but she might never get to the point where she's willing to try this because she has options. So remember, the size of your aquarium matters. We are trying to set up for success. She's like, hi, I know you, Jess.
I have no idea who you are. I've never seen you before in my life.
Hi, what are you doing? What are you doing, babe?
So why not reward while she's on the fit phone?
I could.
Oh, okay.
Definitely could. I could say yes and then feed in position.
Okay.
But I don't want to name it right now.
What I like to do is once they're comfortable with it, then I can start asking for duration.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I don't want her to start. I don't want to build myself a breaker who doesn't wait for break, right? So if I am feeding her on position, but she's not staying up there long enough for me to then get the break, and I'm just too slow. If I were really, really quick and could get the break, it's break. And I'm not going to repeat something that's correct. Yes. That's capturing.
Yes.
Yep. Popped up there. Click, click. Capturing builds creativity.
Because they all start with C.
Mm-hmm.
And confidence.
Impulse.
Mm-hmm. Capturing cultivates your
Recording. Or I'm marking, pardon. Once I can see her, like, ooh, I'm going up there. I'm marking. Now, if she starts to do this hesitant, like, one paw, look at me, like, then maybe I would change that up. But in the beginning, I want her to know, like, yes, that's the right path. You're doing it. If I want her to try something different, she might go get on that place. She might go knock over the chair. Yeah, the chair. I was going to say the wall thing, but, you know.
There's a piece of your kibble from
Yes, you're trying to
That's all right. Well, it's
Sometimes you can't always get what you want.
Exactly. So she's going to have to come back. She
might decide she gets what she needs.
Yep. If you try sometime, you can sit there and try. You know, and I'm not going to go over there and be like, no. Like, you can just learn herself.
And okay, I also want you guys to notice, how is that leash? Is it wrapped up around her feet a little bit? You see Sam stopping and going and untangling it? Right? They do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I like the long lines.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people are like, no, we gotta stop and untangle it, and stop and untangle, and the dog's like, cool. So the more I mess it up, the more attention I get.
I can try it. That's your butt? You got your butt on the bone?
He said, I'm doing it.
Hi. How about we move to this thing?
You know, sometimes you just have to smile.
Bella Bella. Hi. Yes. Good girl. Lure all the way up here. And now maybe this one I can buy myself a little more time because she's all the way on it, right? So she just walked over it. So I caught when she was on it, even though she's already started off. Oh, hello. Hi. Whoops. Dropped it. She gets up here. Yes. Break. So I bought myself a little more time by using the bigger thing that she gets all the way up on. It's not unstable. So good girl. Hi. What are you doing over there?
Smells like Labrador.
There's a free one on the ground right there if you just really sniff for it.
Yeah, if you look for it, you'll find it.
So I don't want her to get to Marley, right? But I did not collect all of this leash to keep her from Marley. I stepped on it at a point that she had just another inch to go forward. I do not want to put tension on this leash. I want, if she puts tension on it, good girl. I can shorten this, so if I want her to be more engaged with this, I can shorten the leash, and now her aquarium is smaller. It's more likely I can get further away from you guys, like move towards the center, where this is more what she's inclined to interact with. This thing is dead to us now. We've moved on to this one. Good girl. This thing, she doesn't have enough leash to wrap me up. So she can exhaust her options, right? What can she do right here? Not much of anything. She could get that toy, she could play with the wobble, or she could get up on the place, or she can sit right there behind me and
Just
like
sit there.
on a log.
Yeah, just sit there.
Those are her options now. I've greatly reduced them. So it makes it more likely that I will get success. And I will get overwhelming success. I'm not going to have to drag her up here.
Right.
Right now.
Once I've locked the leash, though, this is where it is. So she's put tension on that leash. That's her. If she slacks tension and I decide, okay, I do want to give her enough leash to go over there to that fit bone or to be able to make it to Vicky, then when it's in a slack position, I will give more. Never in a tight position.
Not in a tight position.
Not in a tight, no, if there's tension on the leash, we do not give more length.
So she would not go. If Bella decides to come over to me and is pulling and pulling and pulling, Sam is not moving.
Nope, I'm
This
locked
is
right here.
key.
What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? How can I try?
Just wrap Sam up.
Right?
Walking in a little circle the other direction. No. And if this built too much frustration, if you had a dog that was like, I cannot be held still, or tension on a leash makes me
I'm not
too
getting
nervous,
up there.
Or bite your face off.
then this wouldn't be worth doing.
Oh, I smell my goats.
Oh, I like the way they smell.
Got like a whiff.
What are you doing?
I can't smell.
Hi.
It's a good thing.
Hi. Who am I? Because I don't care. So, I've given her enough time with that. I'm not going to do that forever. I'm going to go back to my lure.
A 3-month-old
Yes.
puppy, guys. So I know whenever we were doing outside dogs, and we get the 6-month-old puppies in, none of them are potty trained. They maybe knew sit and paw, and they were hellions. 3 months old.
So what was that? That was my plan when it went wrong, right? So I gave her the small, tiny aquarium and waited for her to do it on her own. Didn't.
Didn't have.
So then I went back to the luring, but with the same small aquarium, I kept my leash pretty loose. So you have to have a plan for if it goes right, if it goes wrong. Ooh, that one got her a lot of stuff, right? She did it on her own.
You could also make it a big event reward where it's boom, 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 boom. Or you could do a little handful, right? You got options. That's the nice thing.
Change it up.
All right.
Right? I tell everybody training is like chili. Do you want white chili? Do you want red beans in it? Do you want meat in it? Do you want turkey in it? Do you want veggie chili? Like
cheese,
you,
do you want onions?
right? You make it up with whatever you
Right.
want, whatever you need is what you put in it. Same thing with dog training.
Good girl. Good girl. What are you doing? Are you thinking about that thing? Are you thinking about it? Yes.
Yes is feet in position.
And she got a big old handful. Yes. Yes. That's place. There. Okay, so that's a good place to end it with this one. Who else we want to do? You said you had Gala? Okay, so let's do Gala. Who can I? Emily. God, you always know exactly what I want.
I'm Emily.
You know.
Do you want me to go grab her?
Very adorable.
So this is our Cultivating Confidence workshop
And we're gonna make
in
this
Central Florida.
easier for Gala.
So Gala and Bella there are sisters, right? Same mamas, same daddy, same litter. Sisters the whole way around.
So I reduced the number of things in the environment. All we've got is the canine fit bone and the target. Okay, so wait right there. And I want you to decide for me what you want Gala to do. Do you want her to touch that wobble, or do you want her to put a paw on this canine fit bone?
Let's put a paw on the canine.
Okay, so do you guys think we should start with our criteria being a paw gets on the fit bone? Or should we start with just interest in the fit bone, being closer to the fit bone, sniffing the fit bone? What should we start with to make our reward criteria? Like, what does she have to do to trigger us to do a reward? First thing.
Look at it.
Get close to it.
Look at it.
Get
or
close to
interest.
it.
Yes, so get close to it or
Investigate it.
interest. Investigate it, yes. So that sounds good to me. You've got a nice leash there, perfect. So do you
Yeah.
have a clicker? Okay, because the first thing I want you to do is start with your clicker, not your verbal reward. So,
Big and little, right?
she comes over here, she sniffs that canine fit bone. I want you to click and then drop some food for her. If she puts paw on the foot bone, even better. But all we're looking for at this moment is interest in the fit bone, or even a freaking glance at it. Especially because we've got like spilt tea and stuff. There it is. Plop, food on the ground. It's like, what, huh?
She's like, oh.
So we've given her similar ideas, right? So she can sniff this thing too and touch it, but it's not going to result in reward. Because I want her to learn to, if one thing doesn't work, something else might. Just because something is similar doesn't mean that that's always going to be the case. So again, oh, is she not eating that? Are you not hungry? Not hungry? I better give you some better stuff.
Oh, I got treats.
Yeah, let's do a little bit of better stuff. And we're not using these better high value rewards as a bribe. We're using them just so that maybe she'll eat them. Oh, so that is cool, right? And why did we choose the paw on that thing instead of the paw on this thing?
She was just doing it.
Yeah, because she picked, because it was a paw, right? It was a paw on something.
And creativity, right?
Got interested in her.
Uh-huh. And she has said what her goal is she wants to get her paws on that thing. So she's just doing it, nah.
She's just like,
We want her to learn the paws are a reward because she touched the thing. She got it because of the paw. Right? Oh, but you just missed an opportunity where she was sniffing right there. She sniffed the thing. And we would hope for her to find a conclusion as paw, good, this thing, good, put the two together, paws on this thing. And that's the essence of capturing and shaping.
So when you're clicking, like the clicker, are you clicking it 2 times, 3 times?
I double click.
You double click, okay.
Why do I double click? Because it's fun.
Sounds cool.
Because I'm not a pausy. Because it's all well and good, but there is a rhythm, and the rhythm helps cement it into the behavior better.
Waiting. She's gonna play with that thing because it's the fun thing.
She's like, you clicked and you didn't give me anything. What the heck?
So walk over closer to this fit bone for me. There we go. And what? There it is. Click.
Nice!
Got it.
Exactly. You did so good. I thought for sure you were going to feed her in position because she was doing so good and holding it so well.
Oh, just wait
But
there
you clicked and I was like, do it right. And you did. So yeah.
it's
And
fun
just
to
stand
do
still.
stuff
No
right
matter
here.
where she goes, you can stand right there, okay? You don't have to balance around it.
Yep. Notice too, her arm.
She's like,
Right? She's not giving her the extra.
Yep, lock in. I told everybody lock your elbows.
It's like, I got it. And there it is. I got it.
see I'm touching it.
Okay, wait. This got me something. Nope, we're not gonna. So if we do the paw too many times on that thing, then she will learn that paw this thing is what we want. It has to. There we go. It has to not work out every time she paws at that thing, so that she will try something else.
And what I love too is she's ignoring all.
And this gets more challenging the more options and bigger aquarium you give them, right? She can't decide whether she wants. And this is what we call differential rewards. We have decided that we are going to reward for certain things over others.
So next time she goes up, if you would like to, say yes in room service. Okay. And why I'm making sure to say it for everybody to hear is because if in our head then we're thinking, okay, when it comes up, yes. And then room service, it's much easier than trying to be coy.
So we want to remember, say, then move. Don't move towards your food until you've said your yes. Yes. There you go. You can even and you can do 2 or 3 yeses in a row if she's holding it up there. You know, you can yes.
Is it the
Yes.
same
I'm gonna have to
with
get her one of
clicking?
these.
They're fun.
They are. They're like $90 after shipping and everything, but they're so worth it.
So if you guys like this content, you know, like, subscribe, like us, see our stuff that comes up.
Be sure and tell them to share the content too.
Yeah, share the content when it's Sam's butt.
Yes. Not the audience I'm trying to reach.
What's the thing in the middle called? This is a fit pause. It's the larger bone. And then that is a wobble that goes with the treat and train. And that is Gala, the golden retriever.
Knows touch. We could have taught her to, get up on this, do whatever, through a 2-finger touch or our target stick if we just put it right there and said touch. And if she goes, okay, I'm not scared of anything, boom, right up on it. And then yes, reward, yes, reward, yes, reward. But if we go touch and she tries to step on this and goes, ooh, that's wobbly, I'm not going to go for your fingers. We're not going to sit there and go touch, touch, touch over and over again, because all that's doing is devaluing our touch command.
Right, gotcha.
So we're pretty confident that she's comfortable with paws up. We like it. She likes it. So this is when you can start naming it too. When do you name it?
Yes.
Instead of yes, you could do paws up in food, right? That's a great way to start naming it. Or
That would have been a great picture.
Yeah,
Right.
I want to draw you guys' attention to how willing she is to try different things. So she's figured out that paws on this bone trigger reward. Now she's trying to figure out which paws.
Good.
So you got paws up, but then you got all the paws, right? So we want just the front 2 paws. So how do we change it to just the front 2 paws? We catch her before she gets all the paws in there, right? So yes, yes.
Good girl.
paws up. Yes.
Paws up. Yes.
And there we go. Could you do it one more time? Do the when to do? When to name? We hadn't named it. Well, I mean, like, we named it when she was
Paws up. Yes. Yes. Good job.
right.
And then
So you could also tell her paws up and room service her, but the click ends it, so she has to get back off, so she has to get back on again.
So, does anybody see what's wrong in our sequencing?
Pause up. Yes.
Your naming?
I was
Yeah.
moving.
Yes, you were moving and speaking at the same time, and the hand hanging on the couch. That's all right. That's why we do these things together. If we were all experts on our own, we would
That
never come
helps us
together
all
for
learn,
workshops.
right.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So what is it supposed to be? Paws up, then point?
Correct. And I used to be so bad about going sit down just like at the same time until Vicky was like, "Girl, slow down."
Sam operates at a much higher level at times, speed-wise, energy-wise. Like,
I know.
she's up there. Jessica's up there energy level-wise. Like, Jessica is, like, bouncing off the roof sometimes.
Kind of.
Yeah.
That's where my son's at.
Get her reeled down a little bit.
So the
Yeah.
movement command comes after. So if you're saying sit and this is sit, you say sit.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
do that,
right.
And then
She's like, I love
And they
pause
can
up.
be just like
Right.
1 second apart. It can be sit, sit,
You get too many.
sit.
There's too many pauses.
and that's when you're teaching it. But then
Pause up.
eventually it can just be.
I mean, eventually it definitely could, but I would not want to.
Good pause and good.
I'm always going to want the
Pause
audio
up.
over the visual, always, because they are so more. They're so much more versatile. There's so much more you can do with an audible cue versus a hand signal.
And at night, they're not going to see your hand signals. right? Rich and I were just talking about this
But
the other
you're
day.
doing both so that they have that versatility.
Correct.
Okay.
No, not teaching her to sit, teaching her paws up. Sorry, TikTok. Yep, teaching paws up. She's a 3-month-old puppy, and we're teaching creativity at the workshop.
If we want to mix it up, why don't we ditch our fit bone?
So we're getting overwhelming success with that, right?
Yep, because what do we do if it goes right? Right, we needed that in our plan. What do we do if it goes right? Yeah, we move on. Next thing. Let's try a paws up on this. So this becomes a little more challenging because it's easier to get her whole body on. Right? It's like, I'm going to climb you right now. There you go.
You're freezing. Oh, yeah, probably. We don't have really good Wi-Fi out here.
Did anybody plug in the okay.
Yeah, I'm on internet or cellular.
So if what we want is just the front two paws, she clicked at the improper time, right? So
And that's going to happen. And it's okay. It's not the end of the world.
and then feet off. There you go. So even though the dog did end up getting all the way on the place before she got the reward, doesn't matter. She got to click when she does the front two paws.
Or have a cleanup dog who comes in and helps you.
On this side.
Gypsy likes that job. It's the best.
Opposite side of her. From this place or right next to her, whatever she needs to do, she can, when the front two paws go up on there, she can, yes, and feed. You can you can do your preload so that you already have the food.
So you can lure.
Yep. And you're just gonna paw. There it is. Yes, it's the perfect thing. Right? She's not doing it
That's good.
correct. We name it when we love it. And I can go back and forth just because we loved it for one moment doesn't mean
feel low at the next moment.
exactly.
And yeah, so it's a little different. And they moved a little bit closer over here, right? They were standing over here. Now they're over here. So it's more enticing things.
Oh dang. Oh dang. She's just stuck in it. Yes. There we go.
And she figured it out.
So you yes and you clicked at the same time. Yeah. So you knew it. That's what.
Thank you. Tara picked up the treat that they kept trying to go get over there.
Thank you. Lure. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. Remember, yes before you reach back your couch, so stay down. Look. Yes. Yes.
Tara just Sam just wants to hold your hand.
Yes. Oh, that's fine. You did it. You nailed it. You got the clicker in there before.
And if it's not perfect, we got 4 paws up.
Absolutely it is. That's no.
Good question.
So that is just making more effort to have that success, right? So you're like, I know my dog's gonna follow this. So if I want to start them from the very beginning, absolutely successful, not making any mistakes. Boom, 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 boom. You can't use the lure until they're expecting.
So how can we get her to not do place as much? Give me 1 second.
There it is.
So you can manipulate.
Goes for it.
She's gonna parkour and jump off of it.
I mean, she would try.
And this is what we want to see in all dogs, right? She's seeing these challenges and she is going for it. Like, even when she got stuck under the chair, she's like,
She didn't freak out, right? She didn't spaz it.
Good.
She is a thinker. She's a sweetheart.
She is a sweetheart. She is the best.
Wobble.
Yeah.
So because I don't want her to use it, right? We're gonna stick it up like that. And honestly, if she comes over and puts her feet up on it, I'd still reward for that, even if it's not a play, because
Yeah, you love it.
Oh, nice. She loves it. She'll just like sit on it. You wobbling? She's like, this is more fun than treats.
right?
Yes.
And if they do really good,
We named it when we didn't love it just then, right? Because she got the third paw up.
we'll also sometimes do that with the box. So when we do box, probably tomorrow, I want you to see and be like, cool. So like all these things could be combined.
And this is called a wobble board. Just for anybody that didn't know. And my
Her dad made it.
Then there's a cool link.
There's a good one on Amazon. That's what we have.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have one, it's just small.
Yeah, there's a video that I found, and I was like, Dad, can you make this? And he's like, hell yeah, I can.
It's a balance board at PT.
Yeah. Yeah, the first.
I know, I use it.
That's what I.
I.
Can I take a picture of that? Oh, never mind.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna break my
I thought you were.
You don't care about that part.
I thought you were turning on there.
No, he has a laser engraver. He just
Oh, okay.
uploaded an image in it, put it on there.
Easy.
Nice.
Yeah, he made Mickey one too.
One we have.